Are you excited for the last but not the least topic for this National E-Conference? Well, I am too, but before anything else, I'd just like to introduce myself. I am Myka Banzon. I am one of the adult representatives of the Leyte Council Visayas region, and I was also one of the delegates of the Girl Scouts of the Philippines to the Juliette Low Seminar held last November 2019 at different hubs worldwide. Shello and I was in the USA hub that was in Edith Macy Conference Center, New York, USA. So much for the introduction. We're down to the last topic of this e-conference series, and I hope that you're all learning so far. The last topic to complete the WAGGGS leadership mindsets discussed to you by my fellow JLS participants is the collaborative mindset. But first, we shall deal with the following objectives for this topic. First, for you girls to have a background about the collaborative mindset. Second is to be able to differentiate what a leader is from a boss. Third is to be able to think of different ways on how to help others and be productive this pandemic through the use of this mindset. And lastly is to be able to practice or unleash the leader in you through this mindset. Before I start, do you have any idea what collaborative mindset is? Kindly share your thoughts and comment it below. According to the definition of WAGGGS, collaborative mindset means bringing together different perspectives and inspire consensus about a shared vision. This basically entails leading relationships. Leading relationship means a person listen to and learn from others, share what they know freely, create the structures, conditions, and attitudes people need to reach their potential and contribute fully to any team or situation. Being a collaborative leader means considering everyone in the team as an asset, a resource, including ourselves. It means that there is no boss, but rather that everyone can contribute in their own ways, whatever the age, role, or positions she has. And people and ideas work together in unpredictable ways, so being collaborative means flexibility. Collaboration is not a one-man team. It requires group effort. All the members of the group are considered as leaders. Each of them should learn to listen and respect the opinions and ideas of the other group members. I know you already have an idea what a collaborative mindset is. Can you give me a word to describe what characteristics should a good collaborative leader must possess? Kindly comment it below. For the next slide, here are some of the differences between a leader and a boss. Kindly read it. Check the comparison and just read it. I want you to take a look if yung mga words na dinescribe yung kanina ay kung saan siya nag-fall, kung sa pagiging leader ba or sa pagiging boss. So, are you a leader or a boss? Another definition is that collaboration is also about actively trying to work with people who have different perspectives and different skills to us because of age, culture, role, interest, peers. They can help us try new things and find creative solutions. And by building meaningful and constructive relationships, we can transform partners into allies. So this is the part where friendships are built and strangers become family. For our next topic is, how are we going to practice this mindset? So here are some ways. First is, in a group, be a team player. how to be a team player. You share positive energy, be supportive of others, and bring together different contexts and perspectives within the group. Second is, use people's differences as assets. How? Well, by considering that everyone has something to bring to the team regardless of age, race, status, and we should consider each of it. Third is to create a safe and positive environment where people feel free to take initiatives and be attentive to potential conflicts and try to resolve them before they arise. How? By providing a safe space for girls where they can voice out what they feel and not being afraid to be judged based on what her opinion is. Fourth is, stop being afraid to ask for help. You're here for other people, but other people are also here for you. How? By providing a safe space where we can be ourselves. Then, lastly is, build wider networks and relationships and use them to strengthen the movement. As what the saying goes by Helen Keller, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. In addition to what I said earlier, here are also some tips on how to practice the collaborative mindset. First is to pay attention to everyone in the group and make sure that no one is monopolizing the discussion. Get used to asking everyone their opinions and help the quiet and shy group mates raise their voice. Second is, take time in your team to share feelings, understanding how people are feeling within the team, figure out group dynamics, and find solutions to make everyone feel valued. Because no one in the group should be left behind or be out of place. Third is to actively work to strengthen the bonds in your team by organizing team building activities. You can start thinking of the activities now, and let's do this when the pandemic ends. Fourth is, map your networks and identify individuals and groups that you can work with more or differently to achieve your goals. Fifth is to support your team to understand each other's strengths and introduce mechanisms to make it easier for everyone to draw on this. Sixth is to challenge yourself to have projects with different people in different aspects of your life. Have an open mind and give them a chance to surprise you. For example, you can ask someone you rarely talk to do a project with you, or organize a family group gift with an older relative. Sounds challenging, right? And lastly is to enable true youth participation. Ensure young people have meaningful opportunities to take part in decision-making at all levels. Learn to truly appreciate their potential by actively engaging with them. Facing this pandemic has been stressful for all of us. Fear and anxiety about this new disease and what could happen had been overwhelming and has caused us physical and psychological torment. Classes are delayed, family gatherings are postponed, and all of us are required to stay at home to be safe. And we are all worried about what tomorrow brings. But on the brighter side, we can also use this time to reflect and think of ways on how to help others and be productive amidst this pandemic. From an article I read online, here are some suggested simple ways or ideas that we can do in order to help ourselves and others during this pandemic. Aside from doing online projects, online classes, and of course, participating in webinars like this, the best and easiest way to help others during the coronavirus pandemic is to wash your hands, always wear your mask, social distance if you must go out, and do self-quarantine if you are sick or you think you've been exposed to a COVID-19 positive, and cancel any group gatherings, especially of more than 10 people. For most of us, self-isolating is new, but all the distance from one another doesn't make us helpless in this collective fight. There are still things that we can do for one another, whether you have time, money, or even a phone. There are big and small ways that you can contribute. But because of this pandemic, group activities are not advisable. Exercising collaborative mindset may be challenging and difficult. With that, I want you to think for about 15 seconds for ways in how you can practice this mindset given with our situation today, and comment it below. Yes, even if we're not physically together, we can still practice collaborative mindset through some other ways. Just like now, taking advantage of modern technology for us to communicate with each other. First, in helping yourself, focus on your physical health. Because how can you do projects and be productive if you're unhealthy, right? So, here are the things that you can do. Fuel your body by eating a healthy, balanced diet. Drink a lot of water of at least 2 to 3 liters per day. Avoid eating junk foods or drinking sodas. Eat fruits and vegetables and eat your meals at the right time or do not skip meals. Sleep for at least 8 hours each night and avoid sleeping late. Do physical activities such as running, biking, yoga, jogging, or you can also do basic home exercises that you can watch at YouTube, or you can help a family member do the household chores. Do you have any more suggestions on how you can improve your physical health? Kindly comment it below. Also give priority to your mental health. How? Set and maintain a routine at home. But I know due to the lockdown for months, I think you already have routines at home. Next is focus on the things that you can control. There are a lot of variables in life, most of which you have no control over, like this virus. But there are some things in life that you can control. What are these? First is the mindset. Be positive. Be persistent and be someone that other people look forward to seeing. Second is the way you treat others. Go out of your way once a day for a stranger, give them compliment or ask them how their day's going. You can message a long-lost friend that you haven't talked to in Messenger or Instagram, or any stranger that you just feel like talking to. Third is wellness. Give priority to your physical health as I mentioned earlier. Meditate your mind and body because it is the best investment that you can make. Then fourth is the language. Be precise. You build momentum, you feel better and become more confident of what you say. You can also listen to music or read a book or watch movies, or you can also try to learn a new skill or a new hobby. Practice your faith. Try to stay connected with other family members, relatives, or peers. Avoid social media if it's already becoming toxic. Avoid reading negative issues or negative news. And stay positive in thought, word, and deed. Then, in helping your family, provide mental health support by talking to them. We'll never know what others are going through, so you may opt to talk to them. Be sensitive. Be aware of and responsive to the feelings of others. Cook for them, help in doing the household chores, teach your siblings their lessons, or do any good deed for them. This will be appreciated by your family members. In helping other girls, think of projects that you can do with them. Check in on anyone you know who might have depression or anxiety, both of which can be exacerbated during a crisis like this. Call a friend who's far away. The mental toll of self-isolation can be immense for some people. Reach out to them, let them hear your voice, or listen to them and make sure that they are in a good mental place. Schedule regular chats or even book or poetry readings by phone or video call with homebound individuals. There are already online platforms that you can use, like Zoom. Ask kids to call grandparents and other senior family members every couple of days. If they're set to do a video chat, it's even better. In helping your community, you may ask your parents or family members to only buy what your family needs so that everyone in your community can also get what they need. You may also ask your parents if they would mind adopting or fostering pets or animals in the streets, because at this moment there are a lot of street animals that have nothing to eat. You may also start a family garden in your home or community garden in the neighborhood and set up a schedule to stagger work times for distance gardening. But I think some of the girls already started doing this, right? Yes. You may also share with your community if you find yourself in abundance of food provisions, because at this moment there are a lot of families with limited food supply due to loss of jobs during this pandemic. Ask for help from your parents if you can coordinate with the elected officials in your area and ask them to act on sweeping policies to help families, small businesses, and vulnerable populations. Don't use the medical system unless it is urgent. Those with minor health issues may seek consult online. Some doctors provide online services. It's also for your own safety to prevent exposure in the hospital. Be kind to staff working in grocery stores. They're working hard, waiting for food delivery trucks and stocking the shelves as quickly as possible. Plus, they also have families and personal stresses of their own. A smile, some patience, and thank you can go a long way. If you order food delivery, be kind to delivery people. They're under a lot of pressure right now too. You can also organize fundraising activities to provide food for those who are poor and have limited supplies at this moment. Before I end the session, I'd like to share with you some of our actual group activities and sessions during the JLS with some of the most amazing and empowered women all over the globe. Please watch. That sums up my JLS experience. And now let us proceed to your take-home activity. For your take-home activity, this will be called #TogetherWeCan. For the mechanics, first is make a group with 5 members. Each group must be composed of participants from different regions or councils. It's better if you group with girls that you aren't friends yet. Second is to create or mix a 1-minute video about any of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs that you have chosen from your Ate Shari's session. Third is post it in Facebook with the hashtag #TogetherWeCan and #GSPEmpowers. Deadline is on Friday, October 2, 2020 at exactly 6 p.m. You should also start answering the post evaluation form for this session. Just click on the link provided and you have until 9 p.m. to finish it. That ends the Josefa Llanes Ecoda JLE National E-Conference Series. On behalf of all the JLS scholars, I would like to thank all of you for participating in all the 7 sessions of this webinar. I hope that you've learned from us and looking forward to seeing you practice the different mindsets of the WAGGGS leadership model. Stay safe and healthy, and let me leave you with this quote by Amy Poehler. Find a group of people who challenge you and inspires you. Spend a lot of time with them and it will change your life forever. Thank you.